Yeah, I was discussing about today's uh, this 4th of June 2025 today. Two brilliant um, uh, news that I wanted to cover. That one is our Mashahid Hussain and Azaz Chowdhury, brilliant people, guide to some students like me, definitely. And then in U.S. Embassy, our Honorable Prime Minister would give a very candid speech appreciating Donald Trump's role to promote peace in the region, especially asking India to change around their policies, whatever they are, if they are hostile to Pakistan. So, but most importantly, this blog post, because I while when did I switch this geo? It was that after I was reading so many articles, blog posts, as I do always, and you know about my teacher, my friend Brad DeLong, who worked with Clinton administration, uh, yeah, great economist, professor at University of California, Berkeley, Ivy League, an amazing, humble economist. And we were so much talking about culture, his great book, Slouching Towards Utopia, is a fascinating book. We have same interest as Dali Roderick of Harvard, Darren Simoglu of MIT, Joseph Stiglitz of Columbia University, Hayum Chang of Cambridge University, Paul Krugman of New York City, Cunning University. So Ackerman, again, his rule, his neighbor in his office space. And there are so many others. Mansoor Murshid, as my supervisor, where I would have done some analysis about how conflicts have transformed in 21st century. Howard Nicholas, Arjun Sinbedi, I consider him as a friend, a colleague, great professor, great economist. Ashwani Seth, brilliant economist, but maybe more a development economist, but a professor, Indian professor. Great to meet him, and he had such a, I mentioned somewhere as well, that he would say he had such a fondly, he could fondly reminiscence about Bhutto family, that so now what do you think about Benazir or Benazir's children, Bilawal Bhutto and Bilawal Bhutto's, Bilawal Bhutto's Zardis sisters, or even President Asif Ali Zardari. He was so fond, Ashwani said, and with such, so it's just, I had great conversations. And it is such a pleasure that, to listen to our Pakistani young leader representing really, the prominent young leader, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, sitting in New York, talking with think tanks, speaking at different, at United Nations, meeting diplomats and technocrats. I'm sure my prayers, sincere prayers, that may Allah give him more name, may his life be filled with happiness and prosperity. I'm so very excited and confident that the young generation are going to do wonders, and they are smarter than us. It has to be the parents, most probably the parents. When I was really young, maybe their parents were 40 years of age, or what the age which I represent, 48 years of age. So the parents have remarkable, they have done remarkably well. The Pakistani youth represents hope, if anything. And that's why sometimes I try to go an extra mile to them. If they are really, Imran Khan is the leader of the youth, I would then really try to make a point, that they need to really, they need to focus on contributing towards value additions if they are university students or newly graduated students, and contribute to the economy and political stability. While principally they should have this acceptance that a government once elected needs to complete 5 years term. It's not the truth, the fact which has to be adhered to, but yes, principally you need to not really contribute towards political instability. But anyway, of course, the youth are represented through PMLN as well as Pakistan People's Party, Jamaat-e-Islami, MQN. Youth are with parents or with their own hard work and confidence. Pakistani youth represents hope, a lot of hope, and this is a very great feeling to then realize that being a Pakistani. And now I will come to this. This is why I mentioned Brad DeLong, Professor Brad DeLong. He shared an article about that why should Trump really rethink about his tariff regime, his trade war, especially with China, or even if there is a trade war with China, which could be accepted, his tariff regime with the rest of the world, it seems to be economists are thinking that it's a bit it's out of balance in a sense that it might contribute negatively to the economy. And he made such a great argument. I'll repeat that argument. What he said was that, of course, now, because of China and because of East Asia and even Europe or Canada, Americans were importing more. I mean, these destinations were exporting more to the United States of America, and therefore, the United States of America is really represented through services sector. Even this technology, this Facebook, or because the digital economy really represent the value addition, the technology firms, whereby it is represented through the social media.